Hello, everyone. Okay. In true Mercury retrograde fashion, I tried to schedule this live for like 5 minutes and it defaulted to 1969. It defaulted to the year 1969. I screenshotted it. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Why is this Mercury retrograde so fucking brutal this time? Does anybody know why our electronics are just taking massive hits? It's so annoying. I've never seen that, and you only see weird shit like that in Mercury in retro. I said, okay, give me 5 minutes to do this live. I punched it in. I said, in 5 minutes, I'm gonna go live at 1:25 or something, and it showed up on my phone. I screenshot it. I'll post it on Instagram later. It said like December 18th, 1969. And I was like, what? Fucking weird. So maybe that's relevant. Something about that time period, or actually, I don't want to just make it everything about a spooky thing, because sometimes it's just Mercury retrogrades acting like a fool. Because you guys know, if you watched my video last night that I uploaded, it disappeared, got cut off, reappeared, and then I was able to upload it. Thank you, Lindy. Thank you, honey. Single vibes. Thank you. Oh, isn't that ridiculous? This Mercury retrograde is a doozy on our finances. So it's impromptu, I know. I am ridiculously shadow banned on Instagram, and I know it because I checked my insights. I was live today on Instagram for like 26 minutes, maybe 30 minutes or so. I can't remember how long it was. The numbers were so ridiculously low. It was just, we're intuitive. I can feel when something's off, and I get real annoyed and irritated when I can feel that. Thank you, Mama Cray. Thank you, Kristen. And so I just was like, I know something's fucking off. I could tell. People are trickling in one by one. Thank you, Margot. So after I uploaded the live, I went onto the insights to see, and it said 300 something people it reached. I have thousands of followers on Instagram, and you're gonna tell me only 328 fucking people it reached? How? It's supposed to pop up on everybody's fucking phones. Absolutely ridiculous. And I forget how much they said engaged in it. They said like it reached 300 accounts and only so much engaged with it. I think it was like 150 or something like that. Listen, and this is why Spirit keeps telling me, you're the dumb one, Missy, to keep fucking around on Instagram. They want me to stop fucking around on Instagram. I shouldn't be on Instagram doing lives. This is my channel here. It's where I'm monetized, right? You see what I'm saying? It's not just because people are working, because that doesn't say why we would only reach 328 people. Why did yesterday I receive 15 DMs from people that told me, I don't know about everybody else, and I saw in your live that they were saying they received the DMs or the notifications, but I had 15 people, maybe less, maybe more, say yesterday they did not get the notification that I was live yesterday. And that when they went in their settings to check the shit, they said it was turned off. So I know goddamn well it's not just that people are working and they're busy, because sometimes it's logical, right? It's like, well, it's because even like when I was live at like 12:45, 1 o'clock Hawaii time, that's like 6 o'clock Eastern. And I was like, no, it just doesn't feel right. And sure enough, last night, all these people were messaging. They were like, I was watching your live and you were saying who got the messages and who got the notification and who didn't. And I did not. I did not. I didn't see your shit upload till after. And I was like, check your settings. They checked their settings. The shit wasn't even there. The shit wasn't even there. They were like, it was turned off. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. Because we can feel it. I can always tell when it's weird. Because on Instagram, when you guys first join the live, it comes in a bunch. Like it'll have one name and it'll say so-and-so and 25 others just joined, and it comes in groups like that, right? But when we're shadow banned or something's off, you guys come in individually on Instagram lives. I'll see individual names, one name, and that's when I go, here we fucking go. I know the numbers are going to be ridiculously low, because it's not like that normally. It's always normally so-and-so and 15 people. So, and then the next line will say so-and-so and 5 more. So-and-so and 7 people. It comes all in groups like that. And not just that, my spidey senses tell me something's off. So thank you for the people that message me to make me not feel fucking crazy, because sometimes people would just say that. They'll be like, well, we're working. Too bad, so sad. Well, we're busy. You're just imagining it. Well, you know, we don't know what to tell you. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you, something's off for some people. So thank you for messaging me and letting me know you did not receive the notification, and that when you checked your settings, something was fucking wrong. But in any case, here I go learning my goddamn lesson again, not to be fucking around on Instagram. Because I pray to Spirit, and I tell Spirit, and I manifest, and I tell them, I need to make Skrilla's. And they go, well, what the fuck are you going on Instagram then? So, that's my own damn fault. Okay, here we go. For those of you experiencing a lot of things happening during this Mercury in retro shadow period already, join the club. So am I. Electronics are acting up. I have a really weird headache too. I've had for 3 days. For those of you that are also experiencing weird physical things as well too. This is that new deck that I found randomly at Marshall's. I think it was this past weekend. It was Saturday. It was Saturday. They're very difficult to shuffle because they're long as fuck. See, like that? So, and as I said, it's been a minute since I had something long in my hand. So I'm a little rusty. But our card that flipped out was the snake. Be sensitive to your healing. Ooh. Abilities towards yourself or others. Be sensitive to your healing abilities towards yourself or others. Sorry, it's a lot of light right now in the bedroom, and my hair is, look at that. I'm gonna blame Mercury retrograde that I'm having a bad hair day. Well, sometimes it's just the shadow that's a bitch, and then once we get into Mercury retro, everything's running smoothly. I don't know about nobody else, but usually it's the retro that hits me the hardest. Usually. The fucking pre is always the worst. Oh my god, I forgot to show you guys this. So we just went out to go get a Starbucks, and this is my first pumpkin spice latte with soy of the season. I wanted to take my sip on camera. See this? You can see it's like a little gathered on the bottom. I do it with soy. Oh, bitch. Oh. 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 It's instantly fall in your motherfucking mouth. As most people know, I'm a peppermint mocha bitch. I'm a peppermint mocha hoe. I love me a good peppermint mocha. Pumpkin spice come in second for me over over peppermint mocha. She all right. She is all right. Okay. Now here we go. So now that I have, well, I don't drink cow's milk because it's coming from a cow's titty. I mean, it's been quite a minute since I've switched over to plant-based milk. I'm a pescatarian, so I do eat seafood. But I don't like regular cow's milk. I haven't drank regular cow's milk in a really long time. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll have things that have heavy cream in it. I'll have things that have half and half, you know, like certain soups and stuff. But I do not like to just drink it. Like if I'm eating cookies, you ain't gonna catch me drinking cookies and just regular milk. I got to have it. It has to be masked into something. You see what I'm saying? I just can't drink it straight up. And so when you're drinking a drink like that, it would be straight up like regular milk. And I can't do that like that. It's too much. So I love plant-based in my coffees. One more sip, sorry. I forgot the taste. Oh, my Capricorn moon is really Capricorning. Where is the moon actually right now? Because this moon in me, my Capricorn moon be Capricorning. I'm grouchy. I'm not in the mood. Well, I mean, granted, I do have my period. I just got my period the other day. Or was it yesterday? I can't remember. I have an atrocious headache, which I've had for 3 fucking days. And I feel like the universe is on my last nerve. So I'm not sure, but My Capricorn moon be, I'm pretty sure it's my Capricorn moon. I mean, it could be my Aqua sun sign, but it feels like my Capricorn moon. I feel irritated. If the moon is in Scorpio right now, then that is exactly why we are irritated. Scorpio energy can be a bit cantankerous. Is that where the moon is right now? That would make a lot of sense. Page of Cups, there's friendship here. There's some kind of an offering, but it comes from a friend. Oh, look at her. She has to be open to it. Are you open to something that someone offers? It has to be like it's like a friendly offer. What if it's coffee? Because you know how we're sort of like going off about the coffee thing? Remember we talked about it on like, I don't know if it was my live yesterday on Instagram or whatever. But we were talking about how I seen some of you bitches at the coffee shop. Like that's your first date or like whatever, right? Don't ever meet somebody that you don't know in a scary place. Don't go to their house. Don't let them come to your house. Don't go meet them in a scary hotel room. Bitch, if you're gonna meet someone you don't know, for the safety of your damn self and your children, if you have children, you better go to some place and don't catch a ride with them either. Safety. A very crowded public place. And even then, honey, I'd be all, I might have to have somebody in the crowd over there too, because I just don't trust a motherfucker at all. But I don't go out on dates, so I'm safe. I'm safe. But for some of you, I saw you guys going out for like coffee, meeting somebody for coffee. Going and get you coffee. I'm just going to meet for coffee, but I'm still going to have my punani waxed. Because it's just time anyways. But you know, my philosophy, my mantra is I stay ready, honey. So I ain't got to get ready, honey. But I'm not getting this sugar wax on this punans because I'm gonna meet him for coffee tomorrow. I just want this punans waxed for me. But I hear some of you trying to talk some logic into your own self. Bitch, who cares why you're getting the sugar wax? Wax the shit and feel good about it, even if it's because you just don't never can tell and know. You don't got to make excuses for it. You don't got to make so somebody say, well, why are you going to get your shit waxed? Because the fuck you want to. We got to stop making excuses and feeling like we got to have a reason for things. Because I felt like I wanted to. Period. For me. So I can look at it. But for some of you, you was busy. Some of you was busy recently and you couldn't do it. But it's just the timing of it. I get it, bitch. I get it. It's the timing of it. You couldn't get it done the past few weeks, but you know you got something coming up, and just so happened the place had an opening this Thursday, even though you was gonna meet his ass on Saturday. I know you ain't gotta tell me nothing. It's the timing of it. You ain't gotta explain yourself to nobody. But are you open to some type of possible, do I want to say invitation? I think I do want to use the word invitation. I think someone could be inviting you to something. You want to come over here and meet me for coffee? Where is it? Oh, Starbucks, blah, blah, blah. Maybe. You want to come in? You know what is so funny? I think we normally wouldn't. We'd say, fuck no. Why? What? What do you want? What you trying? Psycho. This psycho asked me out to coffee. You know, we just get real pissed for everything. That's our normal MO, to be sort of overly protective of ourselves and to sort of be on guard because we ain't looking and we ain't desperate. It's anything but love, hunty. You see what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I forgot that was supposed to be the damn title of my live that I did 27 minutes of on Instagram earlier. It's supposed to be called Anything But Love, but we're going to name that here too. It's anything but love is what our normal MO is about, right? We're just very on guard. We're about making our money, our coins. We are about learning. We're reading books. We're watching shows. We are taking up a new hobby. We are creating businesses. We are thriving in all these other ways, right? In self-love, we're thriving. But in romantic love, I don't know if I'm looking for romantic love. That's what she's saying. I don't know if I'm looking for romantic love. And the bottom of the deck's this Four of Cups, and it's sort of like you've gotten a lot of offers for some. I mean, obviously, we get a lot of offers. And don't get the shit fucked up. We're single by choice. We're single by choice. We got a lot of fucking options. We got a lot of options. Don't you dare get that fuck up. Think that we just don't have options. We just are desperate. We say, oh, you're single because you don't have nobody. It's quite the opposite, actually. There's so much to choose from. It can be sort of overwhelming sometimes, but we don't like none of them. I don't particularly feel a connection with nobody that has confessed their love and feelings for me. Nobody that has shoot their shot yet. I really don't. Don't get me wrong, there were a couple. There were maybe two that I have felt like, okay, that I entertained a little bit, you know, that we sort of were talking and communicating and sort of feeling each other out and what have you. There were, but it didn't go anywhere serious. Clearly, I don't have a ring on my finger yet. But there is this feminine who is going to be presented with all of these options, and they're saying, hey, I know you're not usually looking for love. I know that you're not necessarily searching for the one, but are you at least open to it? I think the universe is going to test you to see if you're open to it. Yeah, honey, yet. I don't got a ring on there yet. Because sometimes the shit happen quick. You never can tell. Are you open to it? Universe is testing you to see what you're vibrating at. You cannot vibrate really high and not be open. Caught that between these thick thighs. Look at what I caught between my thick thighs. Thick thighs save lives. Oh my God, Vic, he was all up in them thighs. See, that's why you getting that sugar wax on Thursday. It's the only day they had. Aren't you meeting him on Saturday for coffee? Well, but I saved his life. I saved his fucking life. King of Pentacles is someone wealthy, someone quite financially stable. This wouldn't be a broke motherfucker. This would be someone who is the boss, someone who is the business owner. This is someone here who is of sound mind. That's really important. You bitches be so worried putting in your order saying, well, I want a man who's this, who's handsome, got a big one, got a lot of money, got all these things. But you'd be forgetting that you could be getting those things and he could be cruel and mean and rude and stupid, or cruel, broke. King of Pentacles is very stable. Well, see, the thing is that you don't want to attract nobody in that's a little bit unstable or a lot unstable, because I mean, we see the horror stories of the unstables that happen because people have issues. I don't want to invite that in. No, thank you. Thank you, Maya. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. Thank you. So we want to make sure someone is healthy, body, mind, and soul is the point, right? And so unstable could be not great. Unstable could be very dangerous. I mean, that's also like us. Have you ever seen an unstable feminine? Some of us have been unstable feminines in the past. Listen, we've been every color of the rainbow. We have been every spectrum of the frequencies and such, right? In our lifetimes. We all have. And so we have in our past may have been the psycho, whatever. But you know, we're not going to point fingers of the reason I was psycho is because he fooled around on me and pretended that he wasn't and gaslit me. And I thought I was going crazy and I had to keep checking his phone and I didn't have any self-esteem and didn't have any self-confidence and I felt like he was my whole world and he cut me off from my friends. We're not using those excuses anymore, right? Those are reasons, but we won't use that as excuses. What it is that we're saying, yo, I was there before too, where I was not in the most sound place of mind. Do I want to date someone like that? Fuck no. Just like me, I was so unstable in certain periods of my life because of whatever it was I was going through. I didn't make the best mother. I didn't make the best friend. I didn't make the best girlfriend. I didn't make the best business person. There were days I would call in sick to work. Do you see what I'm saying? We weren't in a vibration to be a responsible, consistent person straight across the board. So this kind of an energy brings instability straight across the board. They would be stable when it comes to work. They would be stable when it comes to taking care of their responsibilities financially. And also if they have children, they would be very responsible people. And that's quite important, is to have someone very stable. You do not want that unstable. It causes chaos. And for many of us, we're in this place in our life where it's crucial for us to be with partners that are logical and see clarity, because honey, I'm crazy enough. You know me, I'm gonna say what probably shouldn't be said, but I'm gonna say this. I'm a crazy motherfucker. I'm self-aware crazy, you know what I'm saying? So this is where that's the difference. I'm self-aware. It's always the people that don't think they're crazy that is the ones you gotta fucking watch, honey. We know we're crazy. I'm a crazy motherfucker. I can't be with a man who's like me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be with a man who is not like me. It's okay. He can't be dramatic. There's only one queen in this motherfucking relationship, honey. There is only one Dramalani in this relationship. I can't have a motherfucker that be more sensitive than me and shit. Where he be, we can't. There's only one queen in here. There's only one star. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's attracting in this sort of an energy that's very grounded, because a lot of us sometimes can be up in the ethers when we get ourselves worked up. We're self-aware, so we're able to catch ourselves working ourselves up and bring ourselves back down. But isn't it going to be wonderful that we will have someone with us to help us ground ourselves and help us catch ourselves, to be like, okay, listen, it's not that big of a deal. Let's relax. Let's calm down. Let's not freak out. Let's not float away, because I'm an aqua, honey. I will up and away, honey. I'm in another universe and dimension sometimes when I'm starting to like trip the fuck out and think about 75 different scenarios and such, right? So I think that this is an extremely grounded energy. This has the potential of being somebody's husband or life partner. Somebody's husband or life partner. What is this? Ooh. Ooh, the Five of Pentacles. Ooh. Feelings of abandonment. You know what I heard in my head? Oh, who just sent that? Thank you, Sadie. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. You know that saying? No, that's not a saying. It's actually New Kids on the Block. You know, I saw them when they were just here in Hawaii, honey, because a bitch was a New Kids on the Block fan when I was in elementary. But I'm hearing Joey McIntyre in my head. Please don't go, girl. You will ruin my whole world. Tell me you'll stay, never ever go away. This is why I read tarot and not sing. for a living. There's a sense of, please don't go. Oh, honey, my boo-boo is Jordan. And still. Hashtag. I'll be loving you. I'll be loving you. And still, love of my fucking life. And actually, the love of my life's name is actually Jordan as well too, but Jordan with a Y. That's my child. Thank you, Charmin. Thank you, honey. But ironically, the other love of my life is Jordan with an A. And still, honey, there's a sense of please don't go. Maybe you pull away. Oh, you can play hard to get. Not because you're not interested to. Playing hard to get in the fact of pushing away. Being afraid to go all in. This is literally just the same energy from last night's reading. For some of you, it's this plot twist. It's almost as if like you thought the line was going to be longer, like the wait time was going to be longer, but it happens way sooner than you think. This is what I'm seeing and feeling in my head as an analogy. You know, like how when you call like a customer service, not a number or line, and they go, the wait time is estimated to be 27 minutes, and you are prepared. Is an OnlyFans account. Good thing I've got a bra on. Good Lord, spirit. Trying to get me demonetized here. But what I saw in my head was like when you call a customer service number and they give you that estimated hold time, the estimated hold time will be 27 minutes. And so you're prepared for 27 minutes, right? So you sort of sit down, you put the phone down, you put it on speaker, you start digging in your ice box, looking for a snack or a drink, you start washing some dishes, you know, whatever you do, you put the phone down, you start doing your hair, doing your makeup, or whether you start folding clothes, right? Whatever you're doing. And then 2 minutes in, somebody answered a motherfucking phone. They'd be all, thank you for calling, blah, 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 blah. How can I help you today? And you'd be all, you frantic. You on the other side of the house. Your hands is sudsy because you're washing some dishes. You got the curler in your foot. You're curling iron in your hair. You're going. You see what I'm saying? How it catches you off guard. It happens sooner than you were expecting. Or it was something that she wrote off. Like if you watched last night's reading, the one that took me forever to do, and that while I was recording, it stopped and disappeared. Mercury retrograde's ass completely disappeared from my phone. The video was not there. Sitting on my couch watching TV, hour later, it pops up on my phone. Run back in here, record the ending, record the extended. That's what this is. This is, she goes, why am I going to get excited? I met someone who's like literally the love of my life. They could be the man of my dreams, woman of my dreams. Why am I going to get excited? It never seems to be. The ones that want me, I don't want them. The ones, isn't that a motherfucker too? The ones that want us so badly, we don't want them. And the ones we want, it's usually not working out for us. She's sort of used to being emotionally detached because it's anything but love, and because it kind of just sort of doesn't work out anyway, and so we sort of have been conditioned that way to be like, I'm just not desperate. I'm not looking. If we wanted to be married, we would have been married 5 years ago. For those of us that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we just wanted to be with anyone, we could have just been in a relationship a really long time ago. But we're not going to do that. We refuse to settle. But this feels like she goes, she tries to write it off. She tries to push it away. And not because she just don't like your scary ass. Now, don't scare a bitch. Can I tell you, because see, guys are always like, well, we don't know what women want. We try to tell you what we want. Granted, we don't know what we want to eat. Don't get that fucked up. That's different, boo-boo. No, the fuck, we don't know where the hell we want to eat yet. But motherfucker, we know what we want and what we don't want as far as yo ass go. And if a bitch tell you, you're scaring me, leave me the fuck alone. Leave that bitch alone. Because depending on the tone used and that energy behind it, if she said it with her chest, she means business. Stop harassing people, male, female, it doesn't matter. Stop harassing people. Stop making people feel scared. Thank you, Diana. Stop making people feel uncomfortable in their own skin. Stop making it so that in this world we're afraid to even like connect with people because we're not sure if you're gonna be a fucking crazy psycho, and therefore we feel a little bit shut down. And therefore we don't feel open to getting to know people. So it's like we all got to do our part here. Yeah, we supposed to be open, but how can I be open when there's so many creepy fucks? So make a bitch feel comfortable. Change the climate. Let us feel comfortable in this new climate. Right now, we don't feel comfortable because it's creepiness. Stalkers. There's people who don't know what no is. There's people who don't know how to read the room. There's people who don't trust their gut and intuition. There's people who think that when a bitch say no, well, she just trying to play hard to get. Well, sometimes we really are trying to play hard to get because we like you. But you got to be able to know that we don't like you if we tell you we don't like you. And it's not about mixed signals either. If a bitch tells you, I don't like you, even if she's playing hard to get, you got to take it for face value. This is like us dealing with a person. If I am dealing with a person, a man, and he tells me, I'm just not interested right now, but he really interested, but he playing games, peace the fuck out. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm not playing no Blues Clues shit with you. I'm not going to try and figure it out because in case I read you wrong and keep approaching you and it ain't what I think it is, now I'm looking like a fool. Now I'm looking like I'm harassing you. And now I'm looking like I'm chasing you. I'm not about to put myself in that kind of a motherfucking position. Therefore, if you insinuate you're not interested, even if you are, if you say no, but you really mean yes, it's a motherfucking no. For me. And I would like for us all to sort of be on that same page because when, as a woman, if we tell a man no, they must take it as no, not just, well, she means no, but she means yes, because that's confusing for everybody. So this is how I operate. I don't operate by a place of, well, I'm going to try and decipher because he said no, but I think he means yes, and I do, and you know, whatever. You tell me no, it's no. And if it is yes, then you make me feel that it is yes by communicating it so there's no miscommunication, because we don't got time for miscommunication. Do you see the point in that? We don't play that bullshit. I don't like that kind of stuff. But you know what I'm saying, that there are times when we get into something with somebody and we get kind of like pushed away and we kind of do whatever. But really, we all have to do our part. It's all about being fucking responsible. I don't want to have him say, well, I moved on to someone else because you was giving me hard rubs and you wasn't letting me in and you was giving me the runaround and shit. That's my fault. I'm going to blame a man for moving on when I wouldn't answer his calls? You better read my mind. That's what we joke, right? You guys hear us joke and say that. Thank you, the chosen one. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. You hear me joke, right? You see memes about it. Well, if you can't read my mind, we ain't meant to be. And we cackle. And we laugh and we think it's hysterical because in a perfect world, that's what we want. In the perfect world, we want you to read our minds so we don't have to do any of the hard work. But it is just a joke. That's why it's a meme. Because it's funny. And because it's what we want, but not what reality is. You see what I'm saying? I want to use the Light Seers deck. Give me a second, please. That's what I used earlier today on my live on Instagram. And the King of Swords came out for us. And so this was that reading there. I just want to see what's coming up here. Oh my fucking God. Why did I hear some weird, cheesy, generic shit from My Heart to Yours? It's so Hallmark movie-ish. From our hearts to yours. Oh my God. Heart to heart. It's a heart to heart. It's a heart to heart. It's a heart to heart. Nobody panic. Nobody move. It's a heart to heart. You know how when it's like so shocking and you're so stunned you can't move, you're like frozen? It's a heart to heart. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. It's a conversation. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I almost feel like somebody wants to talk to you. It's a conversation. Sound the alarm. Sound the alarm. It's a fucking conversation. Sound the fucking alarm. It's a code glitter. It's a heart. It's a heart to heart. I wanna lay it all out there. And for once it's gonna be from someone that we're going, yes. But you know how our face is gonna look. But inside we're like, oh my fucking God, yes. Oh my God, fuck yes. Oh my God, I was feeling this motherfucker so much. Oh my God, please, dear Jesus. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. My prayers have been answered, bitch. But inside we're gonna be thrilled, right? But on the outside we be all, because a bitch is nervous that I'm gonna get excited. Remember what I told you guys, how crazy I am? This is how crazy I am and how triggered and wounded that I am. I will meet a dude, and let's say he plays professional sports, okay? In 5 fucking minutes, I have already fast forwarded to the worst case scenario of some shit. Like, I'll be real, like, dramatic with the shit too. I'll always come up with some different shit, right? But the most common one is I'll sit there and go, oh, hi. And I start thinking about if it worked out. And what if I got married? And what if I got all excited thinking I was just Mrs. So-and-so, you know, and I had that rock on my fucking finger. And here we go, bitch. Now we at the motherfucking Super Bowl. Bitch, what? And I'm over here sitting on the fucking sidelines or in the VIP box and shit, wearing my husband's jersey and shit. And I'm sitting at the Super Bowl. But I'm sitting at the Super Bowl looking like Boo Boo the Clown, Ronald McDonald's sister. Because why? Because I'm married to someone. Maybe he is in the Super Bowl. Maybe they're at the playoffs. Maybe they're in the fucking whatever. But he's not faithful to me. And in 5 minutes, I've had this scenario pop in my head. Oh, I'm gonna fall. So this, I really will. I'll get real into it in 5 minutes in my head. I'm an aqua, honey. We're visionaries. I'll think in my head, oh, so I'm gonna fall in love with this motherfucker. He gonna court me. I'm gonna get courted. I'm going to fall in love. He gonna propose. I'm gonna have an extravagant, gorgeous wedding. I'm gonna be so in love. May even have another child, honey, if I can. And just be thinking I'm living the fucking dream. And then come to find out, I'm looking like Ronald McDonald's sister. Because my boo-boo ain't faithful and I'm looking like a clown at the circus. Because if he a clown, you a clown too. And then I'll immediately sort of withdraw. And it's a no already. Yeah, I got so many chapters of books to write because it's my imagination is insane. And I will immediately, without even allowing it to go anywhere, say, that's okay, I'm not interested. Why? How come? Why not? Are you sure? He's a great catch, you know, he's really nice and he makes a lot of money. He just signed a contract or, you know, that's extended or whatever the scenario is for the player. And it's like, my dumbass in my head came up with a scenario that could happen, that is just our worst fear, right? Because we're so conditioned to it not working out that we sort of have defaulted to it's not going to work out anyway. So when this cup of love comes, right, something that could be really fruitful, when this King of Pentacles shows up, right? When this King of Pentacles shows up, she writes it off because it's like, it's not going to work out anyway. It's not going to work out anyway, so why should I get my hopes up? You know what I mean? I'm just sitting there thinking I'm living my best life, but then what? Looking like boo-boo to count. This is it. It feels like this is it. Five of Swords. Whoever this is really seriously racking their brain trying to figure out either number one, how to approach you, or number two, to get the balls to approach you. See that? You might be super intimidating. Well, obviously, because you'd be pump. I can't even talk with fucking Mercury in retro. Some of you could be, hold on, let me not freak out. Because I'll be stuttering. I can't. I'll be stuttering Stanley right now, and I'm going to punch air right now and hoping I punch Mercury. Mercury in retro right now. Clip them. Uppercut them. But you're going to be pumping your gas. Looking like this. Mean mugging. Leaning like this too and shit. Like you hard as shit. Because you got to be on guard at the gas station depending on where the fuck you live. Some gas stations, you can't be going in there soft. You got to have that guard up, bitch. You got to acclimate to the environment. You know, you a goddamn chameleon, honey. And for those of us where we got to acclimate to a little bit of a hoodish kind of an area, where you got to acclimate. So, you know, you sometimes you got to lean into the motherfucker too. You got to mean mug, bitch. Because you be looking too friendly, they might think you a goddamn tourist. They be all walking up to you, hey, beautiful. When you be mean mugging like this, they be all, well, damn, bitch, fuck you too. Right? So you could be pumping gas, right? And not realize that someone's trying to like work up the courage to come and like approach you just to say hi or talk to you. Maybe someone that you know and they go, oh my God, I saw her at the gas station, but she looked fucking pissed. This is also like for some of you, if you are at work, right? And like there's this person around you that always wants to kind of, you know, make conversation and they just are always trying to build up the courage to speak to you, but you don't pay them no mind, right? If you're at the grocery store, if it's your friend, it could be a fucking friend and your friend's just like, every time I try to shoot my shot even a little bit, they don't get it. They kind of don't respond, and so they're just racking their brain like, what do I say? Do I say something? I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should just let it go. But I don't think he lets it go. I think he kind of, in fact, I know it. He comes up with something. Three of Cups. It could be a social environment. There's other people around. High Priestess. Oh, see, that's why we joke about the mental telepathy. See how she's receiving downloads right here? Receiving some kind of message, but it's connected to the ethers, connected to spirit. Very spiritual, really in tune. The High Priestess energy here is, she has her eyes closed too, so she's very oblivious to what's going on around her in that exact moment. So we are in tune because you got to be aware of your environment. That's a safety thing, right? We are aware of our environment. It's safety. We are aware of our environment. It's a safety measure, precaution. But in whatever moment this is, her eyes are closed. So I don't know if this is because she is oblivious to it. Stay from accounting that's in love with you and you have no motherfucking clue. Because to you, I come to work, bitch, not to date nobody. This ain't the Bachelorette. You so in your own world, when you go grocery shopping, you ain't see nobody. Her eyes are closed for that 1 second of whatever this is that happens. Her eyes are closed because maybe she refuses to see it. Maybe she refuses to allow herself to see it. For whatever reason, her eyes are closed. She doesn't want to allow herself to see the future of what it could be. You know what I mean? Sounds really like dramatic, but it's really the truth. So many different things that it could be. Three of Wands, waiting for the right wave. Waiting for the right wave. Three of Wands energy here is about someone who is waiting for the perfect moment and the perfect time. There's never going to be the perfect moment in time, but we are waiting for the perfect person that we connect with. We will not settle. We don't want you. If we tell you we don't want you, it's because I can't see myself living my life with you. And I'm not going to settle. You can't convince me that it's you. You can't buy me a gift to tell me it's you. You can't try to con me that it's you. I'm waiting and I'm patient. And I know what I want and I know what I don't want. And I know what is and what isn't. She's just waiting for the perfect wave. She's not running in there super overly anxious, right? She's not desperate. She's not desperate for the wave. She's patiently waiting. You know, the thing about surfing too is you have to be able to time it, the waves. It's a timing thing. That's what a lot of people get wrong, you know, is the timing of stuff. People either take too long or they rush. They take too long or they rush. It's about timing. Timing is everything. I mean, granted, before I did this for a living, I was a very impatient person. I wanted to be on time and punctual no matter what. If I said it was going to be ready by Friday, it's going to be ready by Friday. And if it's not ready by Friday, I am in pieces over it, right? I am just like, oh, so upset at myself. Oh my God. But, you know, doing this for a living and realizing that there isn't just this like exact time period of certain things. And even like my readings, don't never book a reading with me. And if I quote you 1 to 2 weeks, like the 3-card emails, and they don't get done in 1 to 2 weeks, rest assured it's because there's a massive amount that I had taken of requests, which I probably shouldn't have. And every time I open up requests, you know, I always take more than I should. But also it's because not just of the quantity of the amount of requests, but because it's timing. It's the timing of which you receive yours. Some people receive theirs the same day. Isn't that a motherfucker? The 3-card email spreads that I did, some people received theirs the same day. Some people, they got it in a week. Some people, they got it in 3 weeks. Some people got it in 4 weeks, however long it was. Some people didn't get theirs yet. It's the timing of it. Everything comes at the right time if you allow it to come in the flow. Whether you're talking about love, whether you're talking about change, and even in endings are divine timing as well too. You don't want to end something necessarily if it's not done yet. It's about the timing of the shit. That's why some people, they speak before someone's done speaking. They talk, they assume, they sort of do it, and they're impulsive, and they didn't even know how something was going to end yet. They just assumed. That's also another thing too. You didn't allow the timing of things to happen. You didn't allow someone to tell you how they felt. You didn't allow someone to correct themselves or to show you or whatever. It was an assumption and you just jumped on it. That also is not divine timing, is it? You're not allowing the flow of things to happen. Timing is crucial. Wow, this feminine here she's trying to create a fucking empire. You have the main female in occupation. And that's what we're doing right now. We are all trying to recoup our funds. There was a lot of stank energy that was happening for all of us masculine and feminines. And whether we're being shadow banned, whether we are being compromised because people are putting jujus on our shit, which is the most disgusting thing. If you put jujus and you have ill will on someone else's business or on someone else's good fortune, it is probably the worst thing you can do to yourself. And let me tell you why. Because what you put out into the universe, it comes back. So this is where you're at when you don't even know how the fuck shit works and how the universe, energetically happens. You sitting there smug as a motherfucker, wishing ill will on somebody, doing some jujus or whatever you might even be doing. Little do you know, you shooting your own self in the motherfucking foot. You playing yourself is what you're doing. Gross energy. But for those that have done those things to us, right, we've taken hits in certain things. We have taken hits in finances, we have taken hits in whatever. We're recouping that. So energy is energetic, right? Energy is ebb and flow. It cannot be contained is the thing, right? So energy comes, energy goes, and it's also an ebb and flow. Money is energy. So for you and me, we have been up and we have been down. That's the way it works. Money is energy, right? Ebb and flow. So a lot of feminines, including myself, have really been putting our hustle at the forefront. We don't ask for handouts, right? We don't just sit and wait for a man and say, you know what, I really could use some extra finances because things have come about. I'm just going to go and find the man. That could be so easy to do. Let's not bullshit nobody. Let's not bullshit nobody. One of the most easiest things to do, a solution to our issue, is to find someone with a lot of money. But have we done so? No. The reason for many of us where we will not depend on anyone financially anymore is because in the past it was used against us, right? It was, you wouldn't have that if it wasn't for me. You wouldn't have that if it wasn't for me. You wouldn't have this, you wouldn't have that. And they use it against us, and it trapped us. And so most of us come from this environment in the past where we have said we'll never live that way again. And so it is easier, right, for us to say, well, I'm just going to go be with a man because I'm lonely and I want to be with somebody and he's going to help me pay the bills and give me the child support and all this shit. But we refuse. So we struggle on our own. And everything that we have, it's because of us. Because I'll never, ever, ever sit in a position to have a motherfucker tell me, give me the keys to my car. And if you want to leave, walk. And I've been told those things. I have been told, if you want to leave, give me those fucking keys, catch the bus. I will never, ever put myself in that position. I don't care if my husband is a billionaire. I do not give a fuck if he's a millionaire. I will never allow myself to be financially dependent on him fully. Because at any given second, things could happen. And he could say, you know what? Give me my shit back. He cannot tell you to give you his shit back if it's your shit. Right? So, you are creating. This is work for me. I don't have a regular job like other people. This is my job. You see me filming, you see me doing lives, you see me working with clients, you see me with my products or my sprays and such. This is my job. And for a lot of us, we are venturing out into different things. I'm trying to create my oracle decks. I am trying to create, other things, writing books, whatever we're doing. We are all venturing out to sort of create empires here so that we can pay our bills, and is it beautiful that we have people along the way that bless us with things? I receive a lot of donations from people that just give, because they're so thankful of some people. It's the most randomest thing too. I've received huge fucking donations from people that watched me one time and said, I literally saw your video come up when I was dying, felt like I was dying, and you just came up. I didn't look for you, didn't look it up, and you started saying some shit about no crumbs, you got this, blah, 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 blah. And in that exact moment, it reminded me, not that, I gave you this strength. It reminded you of your strength. That's my job. My job is to help remind you of who the fuck you are. You are a king, you are a queen. And a lot of people, it's just that one thing right there. They go, oh my God, you literally saved my fucking life in that moment. And here you go. And so you see how some of you might come across people in your life that you may touch their life in a way and not even realize. And it may be just one time that you guys touch touch lives and you cross paths and they could gift you with something so huge versus you're with someone every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, and they don't do nothing for you. You never know when you're going to be touched by an angel, is my motherfucking point. You never know. And sometimes you're the angel, blessing other people. But there's going to be one day that you're going to be blessed out of the blue. Somebody going to be so appreciative of you. Whether they're going to give you a kind word, whether they're going to send you a $5 gift card to Starbucks, buy you a cup of coffee at work, whether they're going to let you in front of them, and you know where you guys live, people don't be letting you guys cut in front of each other. Whatever this is, there's going to be a moment in time when someone's going to bless you. Tables turn all the time, doesn't it? Can you guys just hold on 1 second? I'm going to turn you guys this other way because my phone is dying and I don't want to lose you guys yet. Hold on. Let me just plug it in really quickly here because I do not want to lose everything right now. Hold on. Ah, shit. Ugh. Okay. Did that work? I hope that worked. Hold on. I can't tell. Hopefully. God, look at my fucking hair. Be looking like alfalfa and shit. Bruh. So, some of you are being gifted things. You grinding, putting in that hard work. But I have a feeling the universe is going to gift you tremendously. Whether it's a kind word, whether it's a smile and you needed it so desperately, whether it's someone giving you something. Give me peace of mind. You know when I can't breathe? Help me breathe. Give me peace of mind. Whether that means, and this is why I think our partners will be so important to us. Because even though we're not going to depend on them for things, it's going to be beautiful that they're going to be there to help us when we do need it. And you know what? The part of that too that we have to remember is that we do deserve help. We do deserve that. We deserve someone who helps us. Why are we just the ones always helping people? You deserve it too. I think that's the mentality of the Queen of Cups that we had earlier. She's open and she's receptive. We are always giving, doing. Sometimes it's okay for us to just sit like this and say, you know what? Today, I'm not doing it because I'm fucking tired. I'm exhausted. I'm not getting anything from this. And I feel like my cup is bone dry. And I feel like this is not working out. This friendship, this connection, this job. And if it's draining you more than it is fulfilling you, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Think that during this Mercury in retrograde, we're also going to take this step back to reevaluate a lot of things in our life. We're going to reevaluate where we're giving and not receiving back. And you know, that this is where people with no common sense get it fucked up. They go, well, I thought we're always supposed to give. You don't give to a fuckface who's using you. Yeah, you give. But even when you give, you should be discerning. We give to charities, we give to foundations, we give to the needy, we give to, you know, people who need help, we give to whatever, but you don't give to people that are using you. And then cry later that they're using you. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why, like, it's like you say, well, this person's treating me like shit and they're constantly, you know, not giving me what I want, and they're constantly coming in and out, and they're always ghosting me, but then they come back and they ghost me again. But it's like you keep entertaining them. You keep fucking entertaining crumbs. Thank you, Hillary. Thank you, honey. So stop accepting crumbs. Stop giving to them and allowing them to give nothing. And then yet sit there and go, well, I'm so sad and I'm not getting anything in return. Then stop fucking giving to people like that. You deserve to receive what you give. And this is what I wish for those of you who have these really big hearts, for you, for those of you that are struggling, for those of you that cannot see a way out. We always find our way out. We always find a way to do it. This is our life, is to continuously keep finding solutions. It is to continuously find some money to pay this bill. It is to continuously build. It is to continuously have hope. And sometimes it's so fucking difficult to find the hope in things and to see that there is a solution in this issue. But that's what we're built for. This is why this is what sets us apart from other people. Is that we don't ever fucking give up. That we always, always, always say, I will make this happen. And you know what? A lot of us say that is because we have had no choice. A lot of us have had no choice. We had to make it happen. We're single parents. Even now, we still have to make it happen. You know, it never stops. You know, as a child, when you have a child, people think that, and I'm going to give you guys this heads up, those of you that do not have children, you think you're tired now. You think you're broke now. You think you're worried and anxious now. I hear people that have no kids say, oh, it's not going to be any different when I have children. I just know it. Okay, maybe if you have a dog. Maybe if you're a fur parent to a fur baby. Yeah. Whether it's blood related or not, you take on the responsibility of a child or children. You have never been so tired in your fucking life. You're worried and anxious about them 24/7. They always need something. When they're kids, they need something. When they're babies, they need formula. They need diapers, right? They need things. They get a little bit older now. They need school supplies now. They need school clothes now. There's, you know, that. They're playing sports. You can play sports, right? It's all those things. Then if your kid goes to college, now it's college expenses. And for some of you, even when your children are adults, you know, you still are helping them in some way, shape, or form. And it's like, it never ends. It's the hardest job in the world to have children or a child. I remember thinking before I had a kid, oh, I'm so tired. I'm so broke. It's the most rewarding and the most fulfilling. Look, she said, running to the campus now to drop off food. I know. It never ends because we just love them so much, you know? But it is on a whole nother level. It really is. It's the most valuable and most fulfilling thing in the world, right? But it is the most hardest in the world. So for those of us, and myself included, we have been doing this alone. Really take this moment. I want you guys to just breathe in right now and to really soak that in and to be so utterly proud of yourself and to really sit and think about how much you've done thus far on your own. And how much you do on a daily basis. Maybe sometimes no one thanks you for it. Maybe sometimes you think it goes unnoticed. I notice, because I'm going through it too, so I know firsthand. And I want you to really pat yourself on the back, really soak that in, of how valuable you really are, how important you are, and how every move that you make is godly like. You getting up to go to work in the morning is godly like, right? You finding a way to make dinner and to get money to pay bills and to survive. All of these things, right, is so important that I think we do it on a daily basis and we sort of just take all those things for granted. But in actuality, it's one of the hardest jobs. It is the hardest job in the world to be a parent, especially in this day and age. Not only is it very expensive in this day and age, but it's also a scary fucking world that we live in. Do you thank yourself enough? Do you value yourself enough? Do you recognize how far you've actually come? See, the thing about this is that this is why most people, in fact, we had people that left the live. This is why people cannot manifest, because they don't understand the basic concept of the vibration of what I'm feeling. And when we start to talk about those things, right? Just shuffle, just shuffle, just shuffle. But see, I like to try and help motherfuckers out as much as possible. If you do practice law of attraction, you understand that this, me, you, this is our address, our vibration. And so when we sort of take this time to sit and to speak and to sort of be grateful in this moment and to sort of reflect and do all these different things like we were just talking about, you see what I'm saying? What we are doing is we are coming into our center and we're balancing ourselves, but we are also filling every cell of our bodies with gratefulness, and we are filling every cells of our bodies with this particular vibration of love and of all of these different things, because our vibration is our address. And this is how we manifest and bring things towards us. And so that's the concept of those that have gotten it, and other people who don't get it, they don't get it. This is why they still don't get it. But they're not meant to get it. You are. If you're listening right now, if you understand it, if you say, I do this on a daily, I catch my breath. On a daily, I catch my breath. On a daily, I make sure I'm not sucked up into this fucking rabbit hole of some shit. I'm not going to get all sucked up into this muggle world. Right? It's a whole nother level of things. Remember now, the higher we ascend and vibrate, less people are there. Masses are here. The collective, the masses are here. Higher you go up in vibration and octave and frequency, less and less and less and less and less. I am so tired right now just talking to you guys. I have the worst headache ever. 3 days in a row I've had a headache. Every day I've woken up, I want to lay down in my bed all day and take a sick day. But I don't have sick days. Just like you guys, if we don't go to work, we don't make no money. So no matter how my eyes feel like they're bulging out of my head and how much my head is hurting, just like you guys that get up every day in the morning, sick and all, you know I gotta go to work today because my kids gotta eat. If I don't go to work today, my check gonna be short next payday. All of you guys who put in that grind, even myself too. Some days I'm so hard on myself, but I sit here and I go, bitch, you worked all fucking day today, pushed yourself, but you was tired as shit and had no energy. This is what I'm talking about, why we have to congratulate ourselves more. We do. We have to be easier on ourselves. Because even as tired as we are, even as sick as we feel, we still say, I got work to fucking do. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Right now in the world, we're in Hawaii, and you know, people were mentioning to me that there's fog. And if you live in Hawaii, or if you've ever experienced fog and you are sensitive to it, oh, it could be the worst. If there are solar storms, you know, some of us are geoempathic. Some of us are really affected with what's going on around us as well. So it's a lot of things in the environment right now. A lot of things, as well as, thank you, Charmine, as well as the seasons are changing. So again, allergy bitches like me who have allergies, season is changing from summer going into fall. I was just traveling, and so traveling also fucks up, you know, our energy as well too. So, you know, it's a lot of different factors of why we may feel physically ill, why we feel tired, right? It's not just a one thing is everything. Well, it's because of this, that's why you feel sick today. Bitch, it could be 17 fucking things that made you feel tired today. Which one? And what made me feel tired and sick today may not have been what made you feel tired and sick today too. So this is why it's an individual thing for each of us. I didn't feel good today because of blah, 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 blah. And today you felt because of something completely different. Thank you, Harmony. Thank you, honey. Right? Everybody got a different thing. That's how come cure ain't going to be the same for everybody. What worked for me might not work for you. But let me tell you what's not going to fail nobody is law of attraction, bitch. Those are the basic fundamentals. Those are the laws of the universe. As above, so below. As within, so without. Those are laws of the universe, bitch. That shit is one fits all. Let me tell you that right fucking now, because those are laws of the universe. All right. I do want to do something a little bit fun before I go, because my head is pounding. I have like the worst headache, and I feel just so yucks. But I do want to do something fun, and I want to do the hot guys, divine masculine messages. Beautiful Hillary, who is part of our soul tribe here, she creates this deck. Hillary is going to be joining us in our virtual marketplace that's taking place Saturday, September 17th. For those that are very confused about the virtual marketplace, it's really a networking event for all of us to sort of come together. Those of you that do have products to sell or services to sell or promote, it's a great platform for you to do so there. So the people that will be selling something or want to promote their service will be individually coming on camera on the Zoom event to sort of go over their thing and talk about their shit, and then, you know, oh, hi, nice to meet you, and we're going to move along to the next person that has something to promote or wants to sell their product. And so the people that are watching is going to either want to buy it right there on the spot, right? Or if not, it's a networking event for each of you. Now, we do not want people to come in there that's some weird scammers or some weird shit. Don't be fucking up our vibe. Don't be fucking up our vibes. You see what I'm saying? So email me so that I know what it is that you want to promote or what your products are, so that we can just get that part approved. But everyone is is invited to come in because we need buyers. I also have a few people that are going to be doing tarot decks. Not only do they create their own, but some people want to sell their tarot decks that they own that they just don't use anymore. So it's going to be like a magical virtual swap meet flea market. People have crystals. Some people are making salt bath kits that they're going to be selling. Some people are going to be having other services. Somebody was making t-shirts. There was quite a few different things. So it's going to be all different kind of things. It's a great networking event, but it's also good for you guys to meet each other. You would be surprised. There are sometimes people that are struggling to make sales and stuff, right? And all they need is the right target market. Especially for this tribe that we have here, right? That's a part of our, you know, my tribe is people that's right up their alley. Tarot cards, tarot card readings, crystals, candles, bath salts, you know, bombs, tarot decks, oracle decks, you know, shit like that. Like, that's our vibe. So clearly you wouldn't want to come in and sell us something that, you know, it probably wouldn't do so well, because again, it's business is everything. It is a business thing too. You got to be smart with that, right? You have to have a good target market. You don't want to, this is like if you're trying to sell cars to toddlers. A toddler can't even fucking drive. You know what I'm saying? It's like you trying to sell a dildo to a nun. I mean, well, they might buy them, I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's a business 101. You gotta have a target market. So you want to make sure that your product is going to be something that the spiritual community is going to be interested in. The magical bitch is going to be into it. All right, hold on. Okay, hold on. Before I even read what's on here, I want you to look at the picture. Look at his. Just look at his. Thank you, Maya. Thank you, honey. Oh, I love that, honey. Thank you. His demeanor is kicked back on a throne. Cool, calm, and collected. He's got a crown on his fucking head. This is a damn king. A king, honey. We do like a good king. Not a king. Oh, we do like kings too, but we like a good king. Oh my God. You know, I always say kang dangalang too. You know you want some of my BDE. Don't worry. I made sure I put my ego to death first. I'm ready to be a king. I'll believe it when I see it. No, I'm just kidding. See what we do? See what the bitch gonna do? We're gonna be the man of our fucking dreams. They're gonna come in all, you know, whatever. We're gonna be all. For how long you gonna be a king? Till when? king, all right. But what if he really is king? Or kang? He got some swag. He's all like, kick back. He's really like, he's chillaxed. It's what I love about this king's energy is he's very laid back. And he feels self-confident. You know what I love is that I want to meet me and me, where the person's self-confident too, where he says, well, you got to show me you deserving too. And we be all, oh. And he be all putting you in your place. And he be all, listen, I'm not fucking playing games, you know. I'm not going to have my time wasted. I'm not going to accept no crumbs. Either you're going to accept my word for what it is and I'm going to prove it to you, or you ain't going to fucking do it, but don't be dicking me around. Don't be bullshitting me. Don't be fucking playing games. You be all, oh. Oh. Because they have self-worth. Because they love themselves too. Because they've mastered that. Because you attracted you in. I want me and me, right? We always say that. I want me and me. But when a me come in, you be all, who the fuck does he think he is? To be telling me I gotta prove my motherfucking self. I kind of want that though. Someone to say, yo, I've been through a lot too. We gotta prove it to each other. How do I know you're not gonna break my heart? Touché. Yeah, you're right. We don't know that. You're right. Do have to prove it to you, just like you have to prove it to me. Why wouldn't I need to prove myself to them as well? Just take my word for it. But I don't want that. I don't want someone to just say, well, you just gonna take my word for it. I'd be all, fuck that. It doesn't, I deserve more than that. I deserve actions. I think that it is this energy here that's going to be shocking, is because they're going to be ballsy enough to actually come forward and be all, yo, I think blah, 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 which that takes balls in itself to just have a heart-to-heart with someone, or to just approach someone who is a stranger, you know, to sort of be like, hey, how you doing? Oh my God, whatever. And that's, honey, courage in itself, okay? But it also is going to take a lot of balls for them to not let you get away with murder. You know what I mean? Like, for them to say, wait a second, you questioning all my motives? Whoa, hold on now. And now when I'm questioning yours, you're getting pissed? See, I need a motherfucker to check me, because I can't speak for nobody else's ass out there but my own. Honey, I get carried away sometimes. I'm an Aquarius sun. I am a Gemini rising, but I got a Capricorn moon, honey. My Mercury is in Venus. No, wait, hold on. My Aquarius is in Venus. Fuck, you can tell it's Mercury in retrograde. I'm getting everything fucked up. My Aquarius is in Venus. My Mercury is in Aquarius. I need somebody to check me sometimes. Because if not, honey, I get carried away. Honey, I am Wicked Witch of the East, the West, the South, the North, honey. I'm Glenda the Good Witch some days. I'm the Wicked Witch. I'm everything. I'm every woman. It's all in me. I'm just getting carried away. I need somebody to be all not controlling, but I need somebody to help me stay grounded. But also, when I'm acting like a fool, to be able to tell me that in a very loving way. Not in a way to demean me, not in a way to make me feel horrible, but to say, listen, you might want to take a little step back and breathe a little bit and calm down and just sort of see things for really what it is. Don't get all hyphy. Don't get all fucking dramatic. Just relax a little bit. And for us to sort of get checked, like Caesar Milan checks the dogs, right? And sometimes we need a little because we be getting carried away a little bit. They're going to ground you, keep you sane, help you to sort of stay balanced. They bring balance into your life, and you bring balance into theirs. Let's just get a couple more and we're going to be done here. I think I've done way too long. I feel so exhausted. Oh. I'm done sleeping here without you. Somebody misses you when they're laying in bed. Now, this is for those of you that have you already know this person. But if you don't know each other yet, let's say you haven't met yet. When this person is lying in bed alone and that empty space next to them, that's when they really feel it the worst. They don't feel it when they're driving in the car. They don't feel it when they're at work. They don't feel it at any other time. A lot of them are feeling this, and this could be you as well. When you're laying in bed, that empty space there is when it's the worst. If you have not met yet, it's this sort of yearning at that moment for someone. It hits you at that moment. It hits them at that moment. Now, if you guys know each other already and you're not together, they think about you when they're laying in bed. I mean, I'm sure their thing be throbbing when they're thinking about you too. But they're thinking about you at that moment, wondering what you're doing. What you doing? Oh my God, this fucker could be a pilot. Fucking Top Gun, Maverick, Rooster, fucking Blue Angel motherfuckers flying for Delta Air. It says, let's join the Mile High Club. I'll be your pilot and navigate every inch of your body. Is this a pilot for some of you bitches? I mean, obviously it doesn't have to be, but you know we've been feeling the pilot thing really heavily. Take my breath away. I saw Top Gun Maverick twice in theaters. It was that good. And now it's available to watch at home. Haven't indulged in it yet, but I will be very soon. But I saw it twice. And I was so pissed that I missed the Blue Angels show here in Hawaii. I was so pissed. But then when I seen how fucking packed it was, I was so glad that I did not go. But I was a bit bummed that I missed it. There's just something so big dick energy and badass about someone being able to fly a plane. I always talk about that. Remember when I used to travel maybe like every month? I haven't traveled a lot, you know, the past 6 months or so. But I used to travel so much that I would sit at the airports, you know, and I would just people watch. And I told you guys, the pilots, they know, man. The airport, outside the airport, they might not be shit. They're just a regular, ordinary, regular degular. They just a pilot for so-and-so, right? But the second they step onto the fucking airport with their little badges and their uniform and their rollaways, it's big dick energy. They know that they are it at the airport. These pilots, honey. I'm telling you. You can see the swag, the way they walk, the way they fucking talk. You see what I'm saying? They know that they're godly like over there at the airport. Because it really is a big feat. To me, it's insane. Like, this motherfucker is going to fly the 747. Wow. I just think it's an amazing thing. I think it's sexy as fuck. And especially like pilot jets too. I don't know why I did that. Well, in comparison, right, to a 747. But like even pilot jet fighter pilots. That's insane. Like when you were watching Top Gun, what? Heartbreak, right? You'd be all, what? You know, they be dealing with the G-forces and shit. Now, you know if they can deal with the G-forces, they be dealing with that G-spot too, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker he be in the G-forces and the G-thangy-majiggies, and you be all, I just have confidence in this motherfucker, honey. He just is, is in the shits. Sexy. Sexy. Driving a car, I mean, okay. Driving a truck, okay. Driving a motorcycle, okay. A plane? It's something about that. It's something about driving a plane, operating a plane in the air. It's just something about it to me. And trust me, honey, I'm an aqua, so maybe I'm a little weird and out there in my thinking and stuff too. But trust me, I'm very like tripped out about it still. We've been flying for years, you know, it's like not that big of a deal anymore. But I'm telling you right fucking now, it's sexy as fuck. To me, it's a big deal. You're flying in the air like a bird. Trust me, honey, it don't go over my head. I'm in awe. I'm fucking in awe. Like, wow. Wow. You fly in the air. I mean, it's just, I don't know, something about it. It's so sexy. It's amazing. If I returned, would you reject me? Someone is coming back from the past for some of you. Because the big heart to heart is them coming back in, maybe possibly having to smooth it over and whatever. It's really, really, really difficult when you, what did Hillary say? Your nephew just got married and he's in the Air Force and flies Top Gun planes. Ah, how hilarious. You hear it now, I'm talking about the planes, now it's loud again. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Top Gun is naval. That's Navy. That, you know, when they talk about the Top Gun school, isn't that crazy? And it's so funny too, because he was like, I don't, what does Tom Cruise say when they're on the sailboat? Remember, he says like, I don't know how to drive a boat. I land on them. It's like, that's fucking insane too. How they land on the fucking boats. Bro, what? It's just everything about it. Those fighter jets, wow. They land on the boats. It's like insane. Wow. If you guys have never seen Top Gun Maverick, this is rare. Usually, you cannot beat the first one. This is like Jurassic Park. I am a fucking Jurassic Park fiend. Every single Jurassic Park that comes out, my ass has got to watch in theaters. Everybody knows this about me. I love dinosaurs. I'm fucking obsessed. You still can't beat the original Jurassic. I'm sorry, a lot of the ones are great, the sequels to them, right? But you cannot beat the first one. The first original Jurassic Park is just it. It was the whole, remember the scene where the drink's like in the car and because they're coming, boom. I mean, just the whole thing about the shit. When you first arrive on the scene and you first saw the dinosaurs, there's just nothing like it. But my point here is that Top Gun Maverick was better than the first. And that's a hard thing to accomplish. It's a hard thing to accomplish, I'm telling you right now. It was better than the first. That's my own personal opinion, and I know other people that have said the same. I know people that saw the shit like 5 times in theaters. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, honey. It was better than the first. And that's a hard thing to accomplish. Usually sequels, oh, they're horrible, right? Unless it's like Harry Potter. Like Harry Potter is an exception. But Harry Potter is based on books. You see what I'm saying? So that you can't really compare like 50 Shades and all those kind of movies because they're based on books, Twilight. So you can't compare that because the sequel is matching the book, right? But we're talking about shit like Top Gun. Like it's just the movie, the first one, right? There's no books and sequels and 3 books to the series and shit. It's a very difficult feat, but you knew, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. You knew 1 minute into Top Gun Maverick, that first fucking scene, 1 minute into the movie, you knew it was gonna be badass. You just knew it. However they decided to do it, they were fucking geniuses. Tom Cruise, on a personal level, with what he believes in, we may not all agree with, right? There's we may not be, you know, on the same vibration with him in his personal life and shit, but on a creative aspect, this man is a fucking genius when it comes to creativity as far as, you know, entertainment goes. He really is. His personal life, honey, ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not judge, jury, and executioner, even if I don't resonate with the shit. But on a goddamn creative level, that man is a genius. He is. First minute in, you knew it too. In the first minute, the way the movie started, the music, you just the, oh my God, it was just 1 minute in. Just 1 minute in. Thank you, Miss Diva. Cheers to Big D energy. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I love seeing Val in there too. Bro, Val definitely aged. Look what flew in my thighs again. The loons. We're going to do Intuit Oracle and then we're done. Loons is deep commitment. It's an uncommon bond. You and this person are going to have a bond like nobody else. It's really going to be a BFF. And I think about this a lot. Like, I need somebody that I can feel super comfortable with when I don't have the lashes on. When I'm feeling ugly that particular day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be with somebody who doesn't just want me to look like this. Oh, I only love the Missy that looks like on camera. I only love the Missy that her hair is done. I only love the Missy that looks decent on camera and whatever. You know, you want someone to love you in all your phases and faces. You know, it's important. And so this particular person here, there's this uncommon bond, you know, and there's this uncommon like connection between the two of you where you just feel so connected to this particular person. The clouds. There was some kind of a misunderstanding between you and someone. There was some sort of misunderstanding. Death. Scorpio energy. So something ended here. A misunderstanding, and there was something that ended. There could have been no communication. There could have been something that temporarily paused as well. But it was something with miscommunication, and there you go, the balance. I felt that earlier, that this person is really going to balance you. You balance them, but they also balance you. I think a big problem with a lot of, you know, relationships is the miscommunication thing. I think that a lot of times that we sort of let our feelings sort of get in the middle of stuff, and our egos and our anger and stuff, you know what I mean? And so this is a good reminder that when you get into a new relationship, you know, sometimes just take a minute to breathe and to be able to communicate, because sometimes it's just the ego that gets in the way, and I don't want to be the first one to apologize and they were wrong and I wasn't. Why should I apologize? And sometimes you just have to, it's not about being the one that's right. Sometimes you'd rather choose peace than being right, because it's not about right or wrong. It's about acknowledging what happened and on whose part, not necessarily blame, but on how something transpired so we're all aware of it. And then are we able to move forward and move on or not, right? So this is really important. The last thing I want to touch up on here is, you know, for a lot of people, you are physically looking gorgeous. In fact, I just saw the Empress. Where did I just see her? Right here. See the Empress card right here in this Intuit Oracle? She's glowing. See that? I feel like a lot of you guys are glowing. You glowed up is sort of the reference, right? You look amazing. You may have lost weight. You might have changed your hair. Because this is the thing. It's not about physical looks, but it is about being healthy, body, mind, soul. So when we start to become healthy on the inside, we become healthy on the outside, right? You could be a really skinny person and be unhealthy. So it's not about, you know, pounds of whatever. But as we do know, that I can speak for myself, when I was 30 pounds heavier than I was right now, in April is, you know, when I sort of started to be able to have that thing where I couldn't eat. I just didn't feel well. I felt heavy, and I felt tired, and I felt clunky, and I just didn't feel comfortable in my own skin. And I had procrastinated losing that 15, 20 pounds, 30 pounds for forever. I packed on weight during quarantine, and I packed on weight in those moments of grief and sadness and anger and all of these different things. And the weight on me was just completely weighing me down. And for the longest time, my gut kept telling me to lose it, lose it, lose it. But, you know, I just was stubborn and went against it, and I was lazy. I was essentially lazy. And as an aqua, you don't tell me what to do. I do it when I say so. And the universe said, okay, okay. Because every time they would say, I think you should get healthier, I think you should, you know, release that. That's all that on you is sort of like everything that's sort of piling on. You're just wearing your grief. It's sort of like heavy. Because, you know, I don't know if you've ever heard the saying that, you know, sometimes the weight that we pack on is literally emotional baggage, right? That's for some people. Some people, the weight is medical, pills, sometimes steroids. You know, certain people that they take prednisone and things of that sort and make them, you know, sort of gain weight and be, you know, swollen. But I didn't have that excuse. And so many of you have lost weight, become healthy, body, mind, soul. Some of you didn't even lose weight at all. Some of you, the glow up was internal, and therefore you're physically glowing, right? You feel different. And so therefore you are sort of emitting this frequency and this vibration, right? Of just being so happy and so self-confident. And a lot of you are attracting this particular type of attention now, right? You're like it's like the flame, and now you're attracting in everything, like all the moths. So I know that this is a collective energy right now for many, that you are nervous. I am too, because of the difference of the fact that, and it's a world we live in, it's just what it is. The amount of attention that I've gotten now versus then, 30 pounds heavier, is astonishing. A bitch had a lot of options, 30 pounds heavier. Let's not get that fucked up. It's the sad world we live in, that now the options that we have are even more great and tremendous. And great meaning like not meaning great in quality, although don't get me wrong, you know, this is good people, but I mean in numbers. And it's just like this crazy thing. So, you know, people like us sit here and we go, oh, funny how you didn't want me though when I was that version of me then. And so granted, is it because of the fact, this is where I come from, I'm thinking, is it because I feel better and you love this new vibration of me? So I'm more of a vibrational match to you? Or do you only want me now because you think I look better? Do you see what I'm saying? Because it could be both. Someone could now be more attracted to my vibration because my vibration has shifted so much because of all of that emotional baggage that I have lost, right? So my vibration has shifted tremendously. So I'm kind of suspicious into like, well, I can't tell which. Now am I more of a match for you vibrationally? Or you just want me because of the fact that I look different? I don't know. So I really think that the people that are coming into our life is really going to have a lot of odds stacked up against them, really. Because that's the other thing we're thinking about too, is now we're going, do you love me because of me? Or because you think I look good or better or whatever it is? I literally swear to you, I've had people message me that have said that I know all of a sudden now, oh my God, I want to go out. You want to go out? You want to come here? Oh my God, I'm going to come there. You want to come fly here? I'm going to fly you here. You want to go there? All of a sudden, and it's the world we live in. And obviously that's not somebody who I would want to be attracted to. Someone who only now physically, it's a physical thing, because the first words out their mouth was, oh wow, I haven't seen you in a minute. You look so good. Okay, probably not the best way to start out a conversation, boo-boo. And then it's just all about the looks vibe from there, right? Where it's like, it's okay to say someone looks good, or that, oh my God, you know, you're so pretty, or you're so attractive, whatever. But How about that not be the only thing? Because that's not going to get you anywhere. We don't want people that only want us for our shell. Someday we're all going to get old. Someday we're all going to shrivel up and wrinkle. It's not about looks. And I wouldn't want someone to want me just because of that, because then I'm going to be self-conscious all the time. Like, oh my God, I gained 5 pounds. Oh my God, I look like this. Oh, I think like I look older. I wouldn't want that. I want someone to love me for my light, to love me for my soul, right? So we're suspicious right now, thinking, oh, funny how you didn't give me no fucking time of day before. Interesting. And you know what's sad and unfortunate is that people always tell you, like, that's not true. That doesn't happen in life. It's not what it is. And I hate to tell you, it is the truth of what it is. People treat you differently. They treat you differently based on the way that you look. And this is not because there's anything wrong with you, but because of them and what it is with the outside world, right? It's not us. They will treat you differently because of what they think you are worth. Monetarily wise, people treat you differently based on whether they think you're famous or successful or popular. People treat you differently because of the way you look physically. And that's just the world that we live in. And it's kind of a stank energy, but it's the reality, right? So now, unfortunately, that's the kind of a thing many people have been dealing with lately is, how do I know if they love me for me? We don't know that based in first 5 minutes of fucking conversation. We're not going to know that right away. But what you are going to know is that through time, you're going to see little cues of things. They only want to fuck. They only want to take you out 3 o'clock in the morning. They only want to come over. They're not, all they care about is looks. You can tell by the way they treat people, talk to people. Their whole Instagram, who they follow is just people who look attractive. They're not on Instagram to sort of connect with family and friends or to sort of follow, sports channels or whatever. It's just all fitness people. And you're just like, Immediately no. Immediately fucking no. Oh, tell Vivian I said hi. Tell her hi and that I miss her. I haven't seen her on camera with you in a minute. So tell her I said hi. Love her. Right? So, all right, I'm going to go. My nose is extremely stuffy. I need my allergy medicine. I sound like this. And I don't think you guys want to hear me continue talking like this. Even though, according to my teenager, I sound like this every day. But my nose is really fucking stuffy. My allergies are insane. It's just total sinus congestion. Rolling into summer, going into fall energy. The traveling really fucking kicked my ass. Going into different, climates and environments and being on the airplane. Oh, it always fucks me up because I wear my mask still. Because I don't want to be breathing your goddamn bad vibes. You still wear your mask on the plane? Fuck yeah. Because I don't know what kind of goddamn cooties you got. Fuck. COVID is one of the concerns that I may have. Hunty, what else you got? You got some fucking flu germs? Your ass got some monkeypox shit? You got some strep throat? Honey, I don't know what the fuck. You got some bad vibes? I don't know. There's not no fresh air circulating like if I'm outside, honey. If I'm on the plane, a bitch is strapped up. You see what I'm saying? Outside, I'd be... But not in that goddamn plane, honey. So wearing the plane on the mask, breathing in just that... Being fucking Darth Vader. It's just a brutal. But I'd rather that. Sorry, probably fucked up all my makeup. I'd rather do that than catch your fucking germs. Because see, prior to COVID, I wish I could have wore a mask on a plane without feeling like a fool. But see, back then people would look at you like this. So now, everybody was wearing a mask, right? So now I feel like, yes. Yes. I can wear my fucking mask. Because it's not just COVID. People are always, bitch, I do not want to fucking catch any of your germs. actually. I see some motherfuckers, honey. They be touching a plane, touching this, touching that, touching this, then put the seatbelt on, touch this, do this, do that, and then open up their pack of fucking pretzels without sanitizing their hands. No. Immediately no. Immediately no. Immediately no. We were washing our hands nonstop, habitually, and hand sanitizing before COVID. It's disgusting how much paper towels I go through, because I'm the kind of bitch that no matter what I touch, I wash my hands with soap after. My hands are cracked. This is pre-COVID. I mean, this is a lifestyle channel, honey. So we're gonna talk stories before I go. You wouldn't believe how much times a day I wash my hands. This is pre-fucking COVID. So now, obviously, we're just a little more conscious. And I think that that's the good thing, right? It's not about being paranoid. It's about being aware of your environment and what makes you feel comfortable and what don't make you feel comfortable. Don't do nothing that don't make you feel uncomfortable is the point. Acclimate to what make you feel all right and feel safe. That's the least that we could have. You know what? Fuck everything else. The least I can have is fucking peace of mind. And if my peace of mind is sitting there washing my goddamn hands after I touch something, sanitizing this shit, or wearing a fucking mask sitting next to a stranger on a plane because I know that motherfucker didn't use hand sanitizer, and don't cover their mouth when they fucking cough and sneeze, I'm going to do so. I'm going to do so because it's just peace of mind for me, and it's not bothering you in any way, shape, or form. I'm not coughing in your face without covering my mouth. I'm not doing anything to bother you. I'm minding my own. Now, if people were more considerate, achoo, sanitize your hands and shit, we might be a little bit more inclined. But I still see a lot of people not doing that. It's just the basics. It's just the basics. What does that say? I'm battling COVID for the second time. I know. Bitch, knock on wood, I ain't catch COVID yet. Knock on wood, but I am vaccinated. I just didn't get my booster though, but I am vaccinated, double shots. I know, I don't want to catch it. I don't want to catch it. I would prefer not. I know people who caught it who said, listen, I felt it, minor. I know some people that were out for 2 fucking weeks. Couldn't get out of bed. And it's a roll of the dice, vaccinated, non-vaccinated, roll of the dice. I don't like even just having a headache. Just right now, my nose makes stuffy and my allergies, I don't like that. I don't want to catch anything. It doesn't matter what it is. I prefer not to catch it. Does it have to have a name? No. I don't want to catch nobody's germs and be sick and feel crappy. I got work to do. I've got an empire to run. I'm a single parent trying to make ends meet. I don't work today. We don't get paid today. I can't be catching nobody's fucking shit. I don't give a fuck what the title of it is. I don't care what the virus of it is. I don't care what it is. Your bad vibes, your bad germs, and your bad juju. I don't want to catch none of it. No, thank you. Period. End of story. All right. I want to thank you all so much for those super chats. I love you guys so much, and thank you all for that. Really, I truly do appreciate it. You know, I wish you all financial abundance just the same. I wish that the universe, you know, sends back to you tenfold what you give out. I also want to thank all of you for taking the time out today. I don't feel very well. I'm sure it shows a little bit. I'm not my complete peppy self. But you know, some days we just don't feel 100, but we still show up, right? We still show up and do the best job that we can. So I hope that you guys got something out of this live today, even if it was just a chuckle for 30 seconds. But yeah, thank you guys again so very much. I will see you guys hopefully soon. Have a beautiful rest of your night. Love you.